Guys, so welcome back to another one. Man, this has been a really very consistent year. I'm trying to be very intentional, like I said, in terms of what I post and just trying to align myself with what I love doing best is just, like I said, making content when it comes to motorsports, so on and so forth. But today's video is going to be pretty interesting. I don't know if I've seen this before. Maybe I've seen people post on their stories and stuff like this. But I'm going to stop off and really talk to you guys in front of the camera and so on and so forth. I'm just actually heading to the gym. This before the gym. Just making this video for you guys. But influencers. Nowadays, everyone's so heavily influenced by people and things. I thought it'd be good to share with you influencers that I would say look up to, but the influencers that I really do enjoy and that I've taken some of the things that they do on their content and try to implement it on mine. And even if I don't implement anything in terms of content wise, because maybe it's not my type of content, I just appreciate how they make their content and just maybe their overall personalities. Obviously most of them I don't know. I've met a few of the people I will name, but influencers, I know they gotten a bad rap within the motorcycle community of everyone just buying an S1K and getting a Moto vlog helmet and just going 200 miles per hour, 300 plus kilometers an hour on their bike, wearing some cool hoodies and Alpine Star race boots. I know it's kind of come to that, but I wanted to really highlight the guys that might have some of those things within their content, but like I said, it really resonates with me, and it continues after, I don't know, 6-7 years of watching. I continue to go back and consistently watch these guys, and yes, there are maybe one or two people on the list that they're leaving a good impact on the community. They're just good guys overall, great vibes. Some really nasty bikes they have. Their bikes are ridiculous. So when I stop off, I'll share with you guys who those people are for me, and maybe a couple of points on why I really mess with their content above other people's and what kind of sticks out. So when I get off at my spot, I'll reconvene off the bike and we'll get after it. Yeah. Yes, sir. The view of the great Pickering Town Center. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So, I'd say my first influencer, honestly, the two pioneers of why I even started moto vlogging and making influencer type content would have to be these two veterans in the game, 650 Ebe and Max Wrist. Now listen, both of these guys, very different type of content. So Max Wrist, back in the day, I just remember him doing tons of highway, Mortal Kombat type style videos where he'll do pulls and he'll pass someone on his bike and he'll go fatality. He'll do a wheelie, he'll pass by with a girl on the back, or he'll do some crazy flybys, or Max Wrist pass is what they call it. But Max Wrist really, he was the one that really made moto vlogging for me. He put it in my view. Obviously the content was kind of redundant. There's a lot of very fast speeding on main roads and canyons, and obviously it's getting people hurt. I think he's been in a couple of those instances, but needless to say, I think now as well, he's changed it to a lot of track riding. So I watch him now as well, racing. I think he's doing amateur or pro racing. I forgot what he's doing out there in California, but his content, switching over to that, I like it a lot because I also I like track and I like track riding. So I definitely would say Max Wrist for sure is a big part of my moto history. And then I would say 650 Ebe, guys. 650 Ebe is one of the GOATs, just like Max Wrist. He's been in the game for probably 15 plus years now. He's had so many different bikes, but the number one bikes he always had are the BMWs. I know he's had Ducatis, but the BMW from the H2 when it first came out, he gets all the latest and the greatest. He has the brand partnerships, very well polished. I'm pretty sure he used to be a corporate guy as well. I know Max Riss he was a veteran, whereas 650E was very corporate, very polished. Doesn't say anything too crazy, doesn't align with the wrong things. He's not running from cops. He'll do highway pulls, but very informative content. Always has the latest and the greatest tech and bikes, and very well spoken. Definitely maybe for the more mature crowd, like I said, you're not gonna go for him to get the lifestyle, crazy type of adrenaline content. He'll do those here and there. He used to do them a lot more when he would do bike meetups, but now it's a lot of, like I said, corporate, going to Yamaha, unveiling their new bike, or going out to a Ducati event, or showcasing his home and all the bikes he has in his garage and doing his bike builds. So that's another one of those things where he did a lot of bike builds, or he still does them. And the bike builds were something that really taught me on a lot of different things that go into a bike. I did not know like rear sets and different sprockets and different gadgets that he puts on his bikes. As a novice coming into the game, he really does teach you a lot of informational stuff in terms of that. So definitely those two guys, 650E, Max Riss, those are the OGs for sure. Next up, I would definitely say Jared Campisi and Fastlane D. Both of those guys, there's some connection there as well with 650E. I know 650E used to do a lot of bike meetups around the United States. Also with Jared Campisi, I believe they've done a couple of collaborations as well. But start off with Jared Campisi, just kind of like 650E. He's also one of the OGs as well. He started out in, I think, California, doing content there, bike builds just like 650E, giveaways, and then he moved over to Pennsylvania, I believe. And there's a lot of lifestyle content with him and his, I think it's either girlfriend or wife. His is very polished, very lifestyle, showing their home, dinners, vacation. Have a lot of supercars as well, really high-end cars, and they really do focus on the higher-end bikes. The Lamborghini, Ducatis, they'll get the very rare bikes that kind of help, and they'll try to make them on their own. So he's had some very special builds. So I like to listen to his for that calm lifestyle type content. He doesn't really do much vlogging on the bike. Before, yeah, now not really. Just a lot of personal vlogging, lifestyle vlogging is what he does, and he incorporates, bikes and cars. So really do like his content. I continue to watch it. Not every single time I'm on YouTube, but I always tapped into kind of what he's doing, and I appreciate his content. It's just like E. He's also very corporate. He'll go to Ducati events, stuff like that, and those are things that I want to do. You know what I mean? So very well polished. I said Fastlane D. He branched from kind of the E era, doing this for 10 plus years as well, younger guy. I like his content. He's probably my favorite moto vlogger. The reason why is because Fastlane D actually, he's honestly, if I was going to mimic my vlogging style after anyone, it would be exactly like Fastlane D. He does a balance of everything. He does tons of track days. He does tons of ride meetups and bike meets around the country. So he's traveling and riding bikes, meeting other people around the community and country, which is something I love to do. Gets the top end bikes, the crazy bikes. He does crazy builds on all bikes. He has pretty much almost all of the top of the line manufacturers in his garage. H2, Fireblade, M1000, MV, Ducati, you know what I mean? He has it all. Very well polished. He does get into the hoodlum stuff sometime as well. Rollers, the fast races. He'll do some of those things as well. So he does a lot of balancing, and now he's also getting into stunting. I think he got like a 150 or a 250 dirt bike or something like that, and he's practicing his lot, wheelies and everything like that. So Fastlane D, he's really risen to the top. With guys like Jared Campisi and 650 and Max, he sells tons of merch. He's a really big influence on the moto community. So I really do like his content a lot. Like I said, if I was gonna pick one person to really watch forever, at least at this point in time, would definitely be because I'm gonna get a very wide range of content. And I really, like I said, I really do appreciate how he started to blend in with the Moto GP, the Moto America. He's really doing a lot of those different things. He's honestly just living the dream, just riding bikes, making content. He's able to monetize it which is amazing, and has some amazing brand deals and stuff like that, while also pushing his brand. So definitely Fastlane D, Eric and Peasy are those next, I'd say, vloggers that I really try to, emulate. And I do enjoy their content for sure. And next up, I would have to say Brian636, Will Kid Hill. Very adrenaline powered content, those guys, but very wholesome, very down to earth guys. Brian636, he's another veteran like Max Riz. I'm pretty sure he originates in Chicago. His content, he's another OG. He's been in the game for 15 plus years, I'm pretty sure. He's a stunt legend god in moto influencer space. He says it's Brian636. He's made his name off the 636 Cowie, but he also stunts every other bike. It doesn't matter what it is, H2. He has his BMW S1000, so he's capturing that S1000 fanboy and girl audience as well. He does all the major stunt rides around the United States. He'll go to all the big meetups. He also has a lot of wholesome kind of content. Like I said, very down-to-earth guy. He's pretty cool, so check him out. So 636, Brian, I don't watch him as much, but when I want to, like I said, tap into that adrenaline pumping, crazy stunts, wild stuff always going on, just good vibes, and for sure him. Will Kid Hill as well, another guy he's tapped into. He's based out of Texas, somewhere there, and he's very transparent. If you want someone that's very transparent throughout his journey, he's been in a couple of crashes on his way up, transparent, very humble, very type of guy. And his content, first 30 seconds, he really if you ever look at any of my YouTube videos, check them all out. The first 50 seconds of my videos, I attribute to him, man. Like that movie action scene, in that first 50 seconds to really capture the audience, I get it from him, man. He has some amazing editing. He has some really good content and very crisp content. Instagram has very crisp reels, YouTube as well. And he has a lot of high adrenaline pumping pulls on the highway, 200 miles per hour.
If you would have died right now, how would you feel about your life? I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, one of my favorite influencers for sure in the bike game. And he's really he's really made my YouTube editing. He's changed my YouTube editing for sure. So shout out to those two guys, Brian636 and Will Kid Hill. And lastly, guys, some of my favorite moto influencers to really watch and see how they're doing things. There's quite a few of them, but these are guys that have been tapped in for a while and all their content and how their journey's going. So Easy Rider Moto, I met him out at his Michigan Superbike meet in Michigan. Cool dude, man. That guy, he's a bigger guy, and I saw him first in a 650 Eve Fastlane D type of meetup. He comes from that family tree of Fastlane D and 650 Eve type of guys where they did the meetups, but him, very genuine guy. He also is in a motorcycle club or riding club, so just like me as well. I look at him to see how he's navigating the riding club culture along with influencing moto influencer, staying corporate, but he gets his brand deals. He's himself. He'll go to Myrtle Beach and bike week, and he'll do a lot of different crazy stuff that I just really appreciate and I do like, and I resonate with his as a young black man as myself. Easy Rider Moto for sure, and he wheelies his S1K like a guy. Check him out. Moto Mac, also in that lineage of 650 Eve, Flame D, rider. I'm pretty sure he's based out of either New York or New Jersey, one of those tri-state areas over there. And his content very bike focused. He rides, he links his boys. He'll travel within the USA, and he'll meet up in community, and he'll just post my bike content, just strictly bike content. The world. He has himself a clean ZX 10R, all black, everything, and I'm pretty sure he's done a lot of work to it. So shout out to Moto Mac. He's been doing this thing for a lot of years as well. Another one as well, coming from Dallas, ZX10 Mez, Rafa, S1K Rafa. Those two guys, real cool. I never met them. I'd love to meet those guys. I actually want to move to Texas one day. In the next couple of years, hopefully at some point I can, hit a ride and I'll see those guys on the road. But those guys are another one of those guys that they travel the the country. They have some major brand deals with, like, I believe a Dynasty and Used Bike Direct, where they're going to different Dynasties within the United States and opening up those stores and doing bike meetups. So that was really, really cool stuff I want to do and I want to be a part of. So I'm just kind of looking at doing things and how they're, how things are within their journey. So those guys are really cool, and they have some clean rollers. When you listen, the roller game, I don't know who made it, but those guys, ZX10 Mez and Rafa for sure, they have some clean rollers. Check them out on IG, Insta, wherever, YouTube. Their gear is always clean. Their bikes are mint. Rafa has, 1000 on an M1000 ZX10. He has a ZX10, I think, the new gen and the older gen. Yeah, those guys also go to the track, so I always watch those guys as well. They're always looking to enhance their brand and enhance their biggest thing about it all with Easy Rider, Moto Mac, ZX10, and Rafa, Kid Hill as well, and Fastlane D. These guys are just one of the guys. Like, they're just cool. They pretty sure they're pretty young, in their 30s or 20s, whatever the case may be. And I really resonate with those guys because they're very closer, maybe in age. They're just dogs. Like, those guys, you feel like you're like, yo, what are you saying? Let's hit the roll. You know what I mean? And I get that kind of vibe from those guys. So shout out to those guys. They're definitely some influencers I really do think highly of, for sure. And the last guy I would definitely say is a guy I'm supposed to honestly really link up with, and it hasn't worked out, but I really do admire him from a distance, not just for how he handles himself on the road and the track, but as a father. And this is Easy 22 from Motorworks. I'm pretty sure he's based out in, I think, either New Jersey or New York somewhere, or Long Island, somewhere around there. That guy, dude, man, really just, he speaks his mind. He's unapologetic about things. And he's a track assassin. He used to be as well. He was in like a riding club or a motorcycle club before. Crazy street rider. He always had an S1K. He wheelies it, stoppy, highway poles, going crazy down the tri-state area. He was a menace. And then he reached things up. He had, I think, a couple of kids. I'm not sure exactly how many, but he became a dad, and he really started to change his life and started to go into track riding. And he's giving to the community by helping people that have disabilities and they want to ride again. So he has a foundation I think he partners with, so he helps people within that realm of riding again. He's a track teacher. He has a course, I believe, and he also does track days. So people learn how to ride. He always is on Instagram letting people know, like, bro, anyone can do 300 kilometers on their bike on the damn highway, but eventually things are going to catch up to you. If you don't go to the track and learn the proper mechanics of how to ride a bike, you're doing yourself a disservice. So shout out to Easy on 22. Cool last man. Like I said, I respect his father content, and he's a guy that has a lot of followers, and I'm a micro influencer type of guy. He's responded to me. He's always, kept with me. I've asked many questions about being a dad. He's let me know some things. And I appreciate people like that. So shout out to those guys, everyone that I just named. I might be missing some, but those are really the guys that I felt that have really hit me from a motorcycle standpoint, growing up within this community. And I feel, try to project the kind of influence back out to those people that are also coming up within the community as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what other content you guys want to hear. Peace.
And shout out once again to all those guys that I named, all the guys that I haven't, guys and girls. Maybe some honorable mentions as well, like Moto Vlog, Blondie, another crazy rider where she knows how to ride bikes, man. She definitely knows how to use her looks and being a woman to the best of her advantage, and she's taking her brand to another level. But don't get it twisted, she knows how to ride. So if you're a woman, a guy, whatever the case may be, there are people out there, man, that make good content. They're good people, good vibes, and you can really emulate what you do after them. And even if you don't create content, just being able to look at positive role models within the community. Until the next one, guys, I'm gonna hit the gym. Appreciate y'all, like I said, once again. Remember to subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Yes, sir.